What about over here? Thank you.
Welcome, everyone. Cocktails and cheese. Number 3, right?
Number 3.
I think this is our second summer one, though. No, we did spring.
We did spring.
Okay, sorry.
Clearly, these are summer flowers, not spring flowers. You didn't notice the theme, did you? You're wearing black.
Very summer colors. Yes,
summer.
we're outside. It's hot. We need refreshments, so we're very excited to be here. What do we have? I guess not on our plate. Who's here today? I haven't been here all week. I'm a mess. Rachel is our cocktail specialist this evening. She's going to be showing the first cocktail. She finally let me do a cocktail, so I'm going to do one of them. And then Christina. Finally, after the first 2 classes. Christina's just here for the ride. You may know her from coming in the shop or from Fromage with Friends.
Such hits as
yes.
Fromage with Friends.
Not as much of a drinker as us. If you watch those classes, her wine glass is always full at the end, and ours is not. So,
but not today.
But we happen to know she likes a cocktail. So.
In a margarita specifically.
Yes.
Today's margaritas.
Yeah. It is, and we're starting out actually not with a margarita, so
No.
but we'll get into it. This is just a little white sangria we made as a welcome drink. We usually do those sip well canned wines that we love, but just decided to switch it up. We got the basic recipe from TikTok, like the children do. So what we have in here is we have the Sauvignon Blanc that we sell in the store, a little bit of elderflower liqueur from our last class that we had left over, but it's delicious. And then topped off with a little of the sparkling lemonade that we sell at the shop. And then some fruits.
What fruits are in here?
Great question, Sarah. I'm just kidding, I made them. It's peach, plums, and cherries, and oranges.
They're going to taste so good because these have been soaking since you made the sangria on Friday. That's the way to make sangria is let it soak. So these are going to be some boozy fruits.
Delicious. Already getting into it. There's a pit in the cherry.
I realize.
You notice that now?
I'm like, oh my god, I gotta do this on camera.
Let's all stare at Christina.
We're done.
All right, well, while we drink our sangria here as a little welcome drink, we can look at our plates. Per usual, I guess I should hold this up, huh? All right, so we're gonna start in the upper left and go to the right and then down here and over. So the first cocktail is gonna pair with the first 2 cheeses on the top. We have Quebec Vintage up here in the triangles, the upper left. That's a cheddar that we'll talk about. And then we have Les Secrets Compostelle, excuse my French, trying here, a sheep's milk cheese that we'll get to also. And then to pair with the michelada margarita that Sarah's going to be making, we have Cana de Cabra in the bottom left, and then Red Dragon in the bottom right. And a bunch of cool stuff on the plate, like, per always, just eat whatever you want. We got some Mike's Hot Honey, we got pepper jelly, some cherries, peaches, apricots, some chocolate, why not? So feel free to get into it.
Very seasonal. I like it.
I know, it's beautiful.
I've never tried this hot honey. Sorry.
Well, I just realized it's also a little harder because it's been in the fridge, but it'll still taste delicious.
You've got a very spicy theme.
I know, I just realized that.
No, I like it. It's
Yeah,
hot
Sarah-
outside. Our drinks are spicy.
Yeah, Sarah's is a little spicy, but you can you can tone it down. You don't have to put the hot sauce in it. You don't have to put those elements if you don't want. And then mine has an optional rim on the glass that we're going to do that's tahini and sugar. And what's tahini, Sarah?
Thanks for putting me on the spot. I actually read the bottle before I left.
So did I.
It's citrus, peppers, lime. You know the exact mix,
Yeah,
but
chili,
it's just a spicy, salty, super sour seasoning. I don't have the big bottle. I just have this little bottle I keep in my purse for when you need tahini on the go. But it may say on the back here. But it's just
so cute.
Super flavor punch that you can add a little bit, and it'll really kick up the flavor on your drink. So we love it.
We do.
It's in both drinks.
Yeah, it is. I just realized that.
It'll be good.
Oh, well. Okay, well, before we make our first cocktail, we got to get into a little history. So, obviously, I had to look up the history of the margarita. So, a margarita is any combination, the very technical definition, is tequila, orange liqueur, and lime juice with a salt rim. Obviously, we're going to put passion fruit syrup in ours. You can put anything else you want, but here we are. People use triple sec. We use Cointreau because that's my favorite, but Grand Marnier works too.
That's my favorite.
You like that one? Yeah. They didn't have that at the store, so we went with the Cointreau, but any of those works. And then I learned that margarita is Spanish for daisy, and daisy is a type of cocktail that they made back in the day, so that's why people think that's the history of it. And a daisy is, let me look at my notes. Okay, a family of cocktails. They use a base spirit, so it didn't have to be tequila, but then they used a sweetened syrup with it and then some citrus. So you think of the orange liqueur, like some sort of sweetened something you're adding, and then the citrus. But then there are like competing histories about where margaritas came from, so we don't need to get into it, but it's like really funny. You should look it up, because like the internet's like, wow, I think it was this one. It's like, okay guys, fine, we got it.
Just share the love.
Exactly.
Share the margaritas.
But a very serious article that I read said that it was hilarious. It had like, in history class when you would have to look up those documents, like the actual historical documents, and like write essays about that. Well, they had like screenshots of like old timey newspapers like mentioning margaritas. Like they had done the research. So in 1953 was the first mention of a margarita in a newspaper, and it was here in California, in Santa Rosa. So that's it. And then our fun fact that you read earlier, and you were like, good one, Rachel. Good fun fact.
Oh,
do you remember what it was?
The first frozen margarita machine was in 1971.
Nailed it. Yeah. Just thought that was important to know.
The machine?
The machine.
The machine for frozen.
I have one.
You do?
Yeah. I should have brought it!
Sarah!
Oh my god! My brain is on another planet, but I totally forgot. It's in like my storage on my patio, so it's not something I keep out all the time because it's pretty big, but it's one of those Margaritaville ones that like auto.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, I really missed an opportunity here.
Yeah, you did.
Next time, we'll have to do another one.
Yeah, margaritas part 2.
One in person where they could just come and get a margarita instead of
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Amazing.
Sorry.
No, that was a good aside. That's where we need to be. Okay, are we ready to make the passion fruit margarita? Are you guys ready?
Yes.
I'm thirsty.
We're like,
You already finished it. Did you eat your fruit? It's for health, Sarah.
I ate one. I'm not about to eat that cherry.
All right. So what we need for the passion fruit margarita is going to be these tequila. So yeah, the tequila that is labeled. We have the Cointreau. You just need one of the tequilas. I'm making 4 for everyone here. The Cointreau, and then the sugar and tahini for the optional glass rim if you want, and then the passion fruit syrup and limes. You have my glasses?
You need a 4th
those
glass.
are so
Thank you.
cute.
Oh. Okay. Well, I don't have a 4th
Here,
glass, so we'll
Gina's
make
glass.
3.
I know it's not a fun glass.
Gina, I need your glass. Excellent. We
We're
got
well
it, guys. Yeah. Very well prepared here.
Wait, can we pause and look at the glasses?
Oh, yeah.
Because I love them so much.
Can I have
These
the
are my
bird glass?
roommate, Morgan. Thank you, Morgan, for letting me borrow them. What do you want?
Oh, when you make them like that.
You want this glass?
Yes, please.
You're going to have to fight with Sarah because I'm getting one of these.
Yeah,
I'm just
no.
kidding. I'm just kidding. You can both have these. So they're so awesome, aren't they? Yeah.
You can use any type of glass, really, for a margarita.
No, only bird glasses.
Well, I mean,
I should have brought the bird glasses you got me.
You both dropped the ball.
Oh, no.
Because I can plan it, that's why.
we are using one of them as a rocks glass. I guess, are those bird glasses considered rocks glasses?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like you order a margarita at Cheesecake Factory, it comes in martini glass. You just...
It does?
Oh.
They have a passion fruit margarita. It's really good. But it comes in a martini glass with no ice, which is kind of weird. But I feel like you could drink a margarita out of any vessel.
Yeah. Oh, see, I already forgot to do the rim of the glass. This is just... It's okay, we got it.
You got it.
Do you want the rim on the glass?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Full experience.
Yeah.
It's fine, guys. Don't do what I did and pour the tequila first and get really excited that you're making a drink, because we got to do this first.
I feel like that's the number one thing I always forget when making a cocktail is to
I
do the
know.
rim.
And it's like the garnish, too. Remember, we were like cutting the
I
limes.
know.
We're like, remember not to cut it. Okay, guys, back up. Rewind. Everything can be fixed. Thank you. That's why you're here. Sound effects.
All day, every day.
Okay.
Rachel, you got a big "you're welcome" on the glasses.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Morgan. All right, so there are a couple different ways to do a rim on a cocktail glass. That's a lot. I gave you guys a lot. That's good. So I'm just going to pour the mixture onto a plate here. And Sarah's going to do this with salt for hers. And then I like to use the lime, if you cut it in half, and use the lime juice and just rub it around the rim. But like you can use water in a pinch, but I feel like lime juice works better because it's sticky, you know.
Or I've seen, we've talked about the Fancy Sprinkles company a lot that does when we did the glitter last time. When they want to put their fancy sprinkle blend on the rim of a glass or do something a little bit heavier, they dip the rim in honey, so it's really sticky.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Or if you wanted to put like
So
sprinkle,
good.
or not sprinkles, but like chocolate sprinkles, or like, I don't know, get real crazy with it.
Chocolate sprinkles.
Yeah, I don't know if you're making like a coffee drink or something.
Oh, sure.
Not necessarily a margarita with chocolate sprinkles.
That's after
I
your
was
fifth
like-
margarita. You're like, I'm crazy.
Or you could use the what's that gummy stuff? The tamarind paste.
Ooh, yeah.
can
That's
use
why I
that
was
too.
asking if we needed to get the tamarind
I've
paste.
never
but
had it with.
Oh.
I have some in a cute little.
That's what
that I
they do
got
like at the
Mexico.
Padres games. I was eyeing up the micheladas when I was there. And I was like,
Why don't you just like stick it face down and swirl it?
I can. I was trying to get like a little edge,
Oh, no, I
but
was
I
just
wanted to
asking,
show
technique
everybody.
purposes.
Oh, you can do this. Yeah.
I don't know.
So you can do a couple different ways. You can just stick it right in and go like that,
Both
or
ways make a mess.
I like to do it. I like to
think
do
you
it
get
like
more.
this because I agree, right?
Yeah.
Get more here.
Yeah.
We have some children screaming, so that's fun.
That's also why we need margaritas.
I was gonna say they're really excited about the margaritas. Okay, so I like the rim on this for the passion fruit because the passion fruit is nice and tart, and I think that the tahini is a really nice complement, and it's not super spicy, so even if you're not into that, I don't think this is going to be a problem. But another option is if you don't know if your guests are going to want a rim, you can always just rim half of the glass too, so then they can choose whether or not they want it. But I mix this with sugar because I like the little bit of sweetness and the heat together, so we'll see what you guys think.
Okay.
And tahini does have salt in it already.
Good call.
Yeah.
That one got a little. You know what? It's fine. It's artistic.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, let's go back to where we started. Is with you're so good at this. All right. So for the tequila, 2 ounces in each. This is a 4-ounce container, so you should have 2 of them in each kit. So one's for the michelada margarita, one's for this one. So I'm not being fancy. I'm not measuring it. Doesn't we're just doing half and half in each. I'm making 4 here. And then same with the Cointreau, it's just going to be half. I feel like I gave you more, Gina. You're welcome. All right. Same with this, we're just going to do half and half. This is a 1-ounce container, so it's a half an ounce. But, like with anything, if you like a little more orangey flavor, you can
Oh, that
always
was my
do
question.
that.
What is that?
Yeah, it's orange liqueur.
Oh, okay.
I always assumed Cointreau was dark because it's in a dark bottle.
I know.
And so when I saw this, I'm like, what is this? Is mislabeled.
What is this? It's to make it fancy.
No, I know. I just didn't know because like Grand Marnier is dark and in a dark bottle. Triple Sec is light and in a light bottle. What do you need? Sorry.
Vital. Sorry. Thank you. Bartel. All right, we did the Cointreau. And now let's do the passion fruit syrup. So to make this, I did passion fruit puree and some insides of the passion fruit and put some sugar. So made like a simple syrup like we talked about last time, equal parts water and sugar. But instead of water, I did the passion fruit.
Passion fruit.
You could say lily koi.
Puree.
Lily koi.
Tell us about lily koi.
Oh, it's just Hawaiian for passion fruit.
Okay. That's all? You don't have anything else?
No, not talk or drink.
We left the seeds in because they're so pretty. And Rachel's like, no, I hate chunks in my drinks, but you're right, they look so nice. And so if you don't like the crunchiness of the seeds in the drink, the ice will probably weigh them down to the bottom, but you could strain them out if you like. But
Yes.
they're edible, they're crunchy.
Yeah, you can eat them. I'm
Yeah.
just like, I don't want to chew my food, but it is cute. So it's fun.
You don't want to chew your food.
Yeah, I mean, not to be crazy. All right, and then can I have the juicer, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thanks. So I don't keep spilling on you?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, all right.
You don't need this anymore?
No. Hopefully not, unless these
Oh, it's in
taste...
the trash now.
Okay, great. All right, and then this is just like a super citrusy situation. We're going to do 1 lime in each drink. Did we tell people about how some people are using this wrong last time?
If you
I
have one
forget.
of these juicers, I want you to demonstrate on your next one.
Okay.
The flat side of the citrus goes down. There we go. Flat side down. There we go. That's how you get the full juicing effect to squeeze all of the juice out of the citrus. This is a really big one, I think probably for oranges. But you can use the bigger ones on smaller fruit. You can't use the smaller ones on bigger fruit. So when in doubt, get a bigger one.
So true. All right, we're gonna do lime. So, I mean, I know we talked about like some cocktails are shaken, some are stirred, all that stuff in the last class. If it's all liquor, you want to stir it. If there's other stuff in it, citrus, that sort of thing, you can shake it. So we could have shaken this, but I think it's fine to just do this and then stir it in the glass with some ice. I don't know. Do you have a preference, like when you make margaritas?
No.
I don't think
Less
it really.
dishes, so I don't shake
right.
them.
You can just rinse the shaker. I did halfsies. So
I see that. When we were coming up with the recipes for this, usually Rachel comes up with all the recipes. She brings the recipe in, we try it, we're like, gotta fix this. It like takes a while to get the recipe set, and then we gotta taste the cheese, and it takes a while to taste the cheese, like blah, blah, blah. And we thought that the margaritas would be the hardest, and like first round with both cocktails were perfect.
Yeah.
And then
it was shocking.
Within like a half an hour, picked all the cheeses, like 0 problems, like so simple.
I know. I was shocked. I was like, this is definitely going to be difficult.
And I chose a weird one.
You did. Remember, I almost told you couldn't do it. I was
like walking around the shop
weird.
looking at the cheese, and she's like, what are you doing? And like, I'm being fun. We'll see at the end.
Being fun. And I was like, no fun. All right, so I'm just putting ice in here. Yes, stirring. This is going to be interesting, Gina. This top one, yes.
Absolutely fine.
Very exciting. All right.
Is anyone choosing to shake their cocktail? Anyone out there? We didn't tell you to have a shaker ready, but...
No shakers, but Jim from Tucson is already loving his passion fruit margarita, and Annie thinks this is a great idea.
Excellent.
The hot honey with tahini, especially.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you could put hot honey on the rim.
Oh, my God.
Thanks, Annie.
Thank you. All right, we could even put more ice in it, but we'll see what we think. All right, Christina, which would you like?
This one, please.
Okay, you could grab it.
Okay, I didn't know.
Serve me.
There you go.
Thank you.
We're going to give Gina hers off camera. Very important.
Very
It's so
important.
pretty.
Here we go.
We need a cheers.
I know.
All
I'm
right,
trying to
let's
make
try it
camera.
out.
We could do a live memory.
Cheers. A lot. What do you think?
I love it. It's good.
Citrusy.
Now, you could even go down to 1.5 ounces of tequila on this, but why?
Why would you?
Yeah. It was a 4-ounce bottle. We were like, you know what? It's fine.
Ooh.
The tahini is spicier than I remember. Is that me? Because I use
You
the, you know what I use?
the
The
Trader Joe's off-brand.
I do. I use the Trader Joe's chili lime, so I'm like, but I love it. But it's great, yeah. So you can always rim half the glass if you don't love it. But I think it's like the passion fruit is nice and tart.
Mm-hmm. And the one when we made it when we were testing it was a little sweet. So this is way better with the more tart passion
Yeah,
fruit.
you know what? I use some turbinado sugar instead of just plain regular sugar.
White sugar.
Yeah, and it was too sweet, and it
Yeah.
turned it like a weird brown color too. Speaking of brown things, so there we are. Okay, well, great. I hope everyone's enjoying their margarita.
Everyone's enjoying it and wants to know where they can get your shirt.
Ah, well, Jim from Tucson's daughter and son-in-law got me the shirt, so
Looks very
thank you.
nice.
It's from Wild Fang, if you must know.
Oh, I was
So
checking
thank
out
you.
their clothes.
Yeah, right? They're overalls.
I
We were
know.
talking about that. Great overalls, everyone.
I put the hot honey.
Ooh, yeah. And
I forgot we need to
It's
try
hot.
the cheese.
It's hot. I know, guys. We have cheese to try. Okay, first cheese, Quebec Vintage. Do you guys like Quebec Vintage? Like,
My
what are
favorite
your...
cheddar.
Oh.
It's my second favorite.
It's
cheddar.
also my second favorite cheddar. Wait,
What's
no,
your
it's my
first
third
favorite?
Oh,
Oh,
third.
third.
What's your first favorite?
I like the Hooks 12-year.
Oh, dang.
She's bougie.
Bougie. It's expensive. So.
I like the Barbers.
Oh,
Too
really?
sweet.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
I know. I know.
These
It is
two.
sweet.
They don't know
It
what's
is a
good.
sweet one. Anyway, this one's excellent. Let's talk about this one that
This
we
one's
have now
my
on our
favorite.
plates.
I know that's what matters most.
Yeah, it's true.
It was fun. Someone who was born in Quebec came in today and wanted to try it. It was really cool.
Oh, that's cool.
So you may have learned all this information from Christina's Fromage with Friends
Yeah.
cheddar class, but we'll repeat some of it and then you add if you have
Okay.
any. Okay, we'll see. Okay, she does. Yeah. Everything's great. So this Quebec Vintage, they make different, they age them for different years. This one is aged for 3 years, right? We've had the 7-year before. I don't know if they age it for any longer, probably.
They say 3 to 6, but they also say it's generally 3.
Okay. And I actually didn't realize this, even though I did participate in the Fromage with French cheddar class. Didn't I? Was I in that one? No?
Yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah, it was me and you.
Oh, great. Great.
That's it. I remember.
That it is made in Quebec and Canada, but then it's aged in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Correct.
And I am from Pennsylvania, so that was really exciting.
You didn't know this about your home state?
I didn't.
Wow.
But it's like that Gouda that we just had, the Jake's Gouda was also made, it was made in Lancaster, right? By the Amish? The Jake's Gouda?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sarah.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Everyone else knew
I believe you.
Anyway, so this is a raw milk cheddar cheese, so that means that it's unpasteurized. They do heat treat it, but the U.S. has specific laws regarding what counts as pasteurization and not, so it's not technically, they don't heat it up high enough or for long enough to be classified as pasteurized, but it's delicious. It's nice and sharp. And then we also talked about the cheddaring process in your class as well, but for those who didn't watch it yet, we could go over it a little bit.
Absolutely,
Should we?
you can go over it. Absolutely.
I'm trying to get her to tell.
I'm here to drink.
So cheddaring is a process. So the way you make cheddar is you add specific starter cultures. So that happens when you make any cheese. You get the milk. You add specific starter cultures, which will help determine what type of cheese it is, right? That's one of the differentiation points. You add rennet so that the curds and whey coagulate. Well, the curds coagulate, the whey drains off. And in order to make cheddar, when they cut the curds, they stack them on top of each other. And they don't do this with all cheeses. This is just with cheddar. And it helps more of the whey drain away. And then
the whey drain away.
And then not so much in this cheddar, but in some of them you can actually see the curds. And my Wisconsin people out there will know they eat curds all the time. They got those fresh cheddar curds, which are delicious, and the fried ones, so good. But the way they get the curds is once they stack it, they put it through like a milling machine, and it pops out these like tiny little, what you think of as cheese curds, and then they put them in the molds again, form the rectangles, and keep on stacking them. And they do that a number of times to help get rid of all the liquid. So that's how you make cheddar, right?
Exactly. And it's called cheddaring.
Nailed it. All right, so
it's a verb.
I know, to cheddar.
To cheddar.
Or not to cheddar, that is the question.
To cheddar.
I don't know which plate I'm eating off of, so both.
You know mine.
Okay. I mean, it makes the most sense, like
We're here.
location-wise.
I already spilled stuff on you, so.
This is where I'm
The
at.
tahini on this is so good.
All right. Did you taste the cheddar with the?
I did. It's delicious.
It is good.
What do you think? You like it? I don't know why. I think it's because cheddar sometimes is a little tangy, like the sharpness of the cheese and the tanginess kind of matches well with the passion fruit. I'd say this is like a like and like pairing. You know how we talk about some are like opposites attract and go well. Complementary. Thank you.
There we go.
Glossary. Vocab words.
You're welcome.
So I kind of think this is a complementary pairing, although it's funny to talk about that with margaritas because it's like...
Who would have thought?
I know. You came up with this idea, didn't you? For margaritas?
Well, yeah. I love margaritas and it's summertime. It kind of just fell right into it.
Yeah. All right. I think that's really good to get. Did you try the hot honey on the cheddar? I feel like that would be good.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Can someone try it
I
and
will.
tell me? I'm just kidding.
I just had hot honey earlier.
We did have someone once ask for a cheese tray, and they're like, "Okay, can you? We're having margaritas. Can you pair all the cheeses with margaritas?" And we're like, "Oh, what?" We didn't know then, like, what to do.
Ooh.
Your brain kind of goes like to Spanish, like manchego or like soft goat cheese, which we ended up doing, but now we have some answers.
Now we know. We'll be like, what type of margaritas? Classic? Passion fruit? I've done guava margaritas. So good. You love all these fruits, don't
I love
you?
all the tropical pineapple, guava,
Yeah.
lilikoi. I'm just gonna say that.
You did passion fruit. This honey is spicy.
It is actually rather spicy. You don't
That's
like
what
it?
I said.
No, I do. I prefer my spice when it's on ice in a cocktail.
Good to
No,
know.
like cold. Like I like spicy drinks. I like ceviche when it's spicy. I like salsa when it's spicy. I like spicy cold things.
Yeah.
This
That
is
makes
not
sense.
cold.
That makes sense.
You didn't like the rattlesnake? We had this like
Ooh.
insanely
Nope.
spicy cheese. That was, woo.
That's
I ate
insane.
like one little piece of it and I was like, ha ha ha. That was
Screenshot that.
All right, let's move on to the next cheese, shall we?
Yes.
I'm ready.
All right, does someone else want to pronounce this one or do I have to do it again?
I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
I
way
think
you did
it's.
it.
I think that's not how you pronounce secret in French. I think you
Secret?
like don't say the T. Yeah.
Secret.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's what it is. She nailed it.
We have plenty of French customers you could ask.
I know. I have to, yeah. Okay. Next time. So this is Les Secrets Compostelle, which is a sheep's milk cheese. It's from France. It is from the Basque region. So it's that region between France and Spain. It's aged for 8 months, and it has a natural rind on it, so you can eat this rind if you'd like to. It probably wouldn't taste very good, but
Gets
you
a
know,
little funky on this one.
does it?
No, the rind.
The rind? Yeah, closer to the rind will be like where you get the most funk because it's closest to the outside and ages that way. So this one is named after an old-timey, I was about to say, an old-timey passageway for migrants between France and Spain in the Basque region. They would go back and forth and trade recipes and different ingredients and stuff, so that's where the name comes from. It's based on the recipe for Osso Arati, if you've ever had that one. That's a really highly award-winning cheese. That's amazing. We usually have it at the shop another sheep's milk cheese similar. This one they started making like in the 1950s or something. Actually, I think it was earlier. It was even later than that. Very recently they started making it like 20, 30 years ago. So even sooner than the 1950s. But it's cool that people are coming up with like newer cheeses that like represent like all those traditions of cheese making, like Osso Arati, which I think the first time they made that was like thousands of years ago. So I don't know. I think that's cool. And then we wanted to shout out Culture Magazine. If you guys don't know, it's a cheese magazine. I have a subscription. The shop has a subscription.
I have a subscription.
Christina has a subscription. We have like 1 million copies, but it's fine. We love supporting them. It's just they come out with quarterly magazines, I think, and it's just great articles, great photos, a cool way to learn about new and old cheeses. And they're doing a French cheese kind of like push right now. It's called Let Fromage Ring, which is very exciting. So we just wanted to throw that out, enjoy some French cheeses this month, and support Culture Magazine because they're awesome. So yeah.
I know Rob emailed me and was like, so can you tell me what French cheeses you have out of this list? And I was like, all of them? It was like Brie, Comte, Mimolette, Osso Arati, Petite Basque, all these different things. I'm like, we have all of those all the time.
We're ready to go.
Yeah.
We got it. Yeah. All right. So yeah, this is a fun one. I don't know. Is it really funky right now?
No, it's more creamy, kind
That's
of
what I was
nutty.
gonna say. Yeah.
It's like less funky than the Osso Arati generally, but I think that's why we liked it because this is like the drink is tart and the cheese is sweet and creamy, so this is the contrasting pairing.
Yeah, I think so. I think I like the cheddar with it a little better because there is
like
a
the
little bit of
cheddar
funk.
better?
The cheddar better. But actually, let me taste it with like some of the tahini. I bet it'll be good. You know, with the rim. Do you like this cheese, Christina?
I don't. I do prefer the cheddar with it.
What don't you like about it?
It's too funky. I
Really?
don't like the funky cheeses as much.
You're still fresh.
I'm still new.
Well, it is a little funky, and it's funny. We always talk about people coming in and asking for like stinky cheese or funky cheese, and it's always like a process where we work together to figure out what that means. Because
Yes.
some people think it means blue cheese. Which, sure, yeah, blue cheese is stinky, it can be funky, but so can a washed rind, but so can an Alpine, but so can a Basque sheep Frenchie, you know what I mean? And they're like, oh no, and I'm like, I'm sorry. We're like overwhelming them with like all these options.
Not this kind of fun.
Yeah, and you're like, oh no, okay, it's fine, we have the other kind, and then we like take it. So we always sort it out, but it can get complicated.
You can.
That's a roller coaster of emotion. That was very accurate, actually.
I know, it's hard to find the cheeses, so.
Does anyone have a favorite pairing so far of the two? Do you prefer the salty, sharp Quebec or the, more creamy, nutty Les Secrets?
So far, the Quebec is winning.
Oh, okay.
We tried some Goudas with it, right? But it was like a little too sweet. Something weird was going
Yeah,
on.
it like, I don't know if anyone's ever tasted cheese with something and been like, ugh, this is not
I thought you were
good.
going to end with, has anyone ever tasted cheese? And I was like,
Period. No. No, it's like one of those, because we have to pair things a lot of times with different wines, different drinks, whatever, and this was just like, bleh. It was, something was going wrong that just like, it made me want to just be done. Stop
Which Gouda
tasting.
did you try?
A few different ones.
Yeah, because
Like,
we tried like Euphoria, like we tried a sheep's milk, we tried, I'm sure we tried OG Crystal.
I think the Lemieux we tried.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just the sweetness of it, because those are all
I don't
sweet.
know.
It was also like a mouthfeel. You guys know when you eat Gouda, which I love about Gouda, it kind of like coats your mouth. Like it, even though like the aged Goudas, even though they're not, they like become creamy in your mouth. It's crazy.
like
fudge.
fudgy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We drink.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there
Sorry.
you go.
Rachel.
Cheers. I know. It's fine, guys. Whatever. I'm doing all the work over here, and they're just.
More.
Cheersing.
I might drink so much fine. It's so good.
It's good.
Yeah. And we tried.
We
Brie.
tried soft cheeses too.
Yeah, because we
Brie
were like
was just,
passion
like,
fruit brie. That
gross.
sounds great. And it.
Brie was bad too.
I know.
Ooh.
Yeah. As we always say, our job is really difficult. So.
It really actually.
But that's the thing about pairing. It's like it's so fun. Just try a bunch of different stuff.
and you
with
never
it.
know what you're gonna get. Like
Yeah.
maybe if we didn't do the spice, the Brie would go. I don't know, but it just. I think we've found two really good options.
I think so. Good work.
And if you like it with Brie, that's okay too.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, it's
We
all personal
support you.
preference. It's fine.
Someone's putting their brie
We
back
love that
right
for
now in the
you.
fridge. They're like, oh no. Just kidding. I would never.
I'm picturing someone listening to them like on their headphones, you know, and they're like, doo 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 doo. Like, yeah. Good stuff. All right.
Are we ready for cocktail number 2?
Yeah. I'm sorry to rush everybody. We can keep drinking afterwards, you know, but you're gonna. Okay. Didn't know what was happening there. Are you
I was
ready for
gonna
cocktail
chug,
number
but-
2, Sarah?
I am. I was hoping to get one of the little seed chunks,
Oh,
but
did you
they're
get
under
one?
the ice. No, I mean
Oh.
totally.
Oh, good. So I didn't have to strain it.
No. If we would have
Excellent.
had like a totally clear glass, it would look nice.
Yeah.
But it's
Well,
blocked
I
by
have
the
one.
birds.
Well, you wanted the birds,
I
so
know.
here we are. Briefly before Sarah gets started, I also looked up the history of the michelada. And
Tell us about it.
It's going to involve some Spanish, so I really need to learn more languages.
Or drink more margaritas first.
Yeah, that'll really help. So there are 2 different theories for how michelada started. One of them is in 1910. There was El General. His name was Michel, I guess, is how you...
That sound right?
Sure. I mean, I was going to say Michel, but I was like, that's French. Where's Victor?
At home.
Need him.
Phone a friend.
Don Michel was his name, and he started ordering his beer. So, okay, we should start over. What is a classic michelada, Sarah?
Beer, lime, salt, generally clamato instead of tomato juice, which I think is a little funky.
What's the difference?
It has clam juice in it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
That really got my friend one time
Ugh.
because she's allergic to shellfish.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, anyway,
no
okay.
clam juice here, just tomato. I don't know. Like when we were in Mexico.
when you make it, yeah.
When we went to Mexico, it was just the tomato, lime, citrus, beer, salt rim if you asked for it. We're adding hot sauce. We're adding tahini. We're adding Worcestershire sauce.
We call it what's the sear sauce at home.
So kind of like a Bloody Mary michelada sort of thing. Like I'm sure Americans have done their own thing to a michelada, but
Yeah.
At its base, at its core, you can even order like it's not totally unheard of to just order it beer, lime, and salt, which is sometimes
Okay,
how
yeah.
I would order it.
That's cool. It's
Yeah.
cool that you can like switch it
Customize.
up. Yeah, what you like.
Yeah.
So El General, Don Michel, would order his beer with lime and hot sauce, and he would order that for him and the troops during the Mexican Revolution. So they're saying that they named it after him, a michelada. But the other, because chilada means cold one,
Oh,
so michelada.
I wouldn't want a hot one, so.
No, well, not of that. No, I would agree. And then the other thought is just that it is like a portmanteau, like a combination of the words chela, helada, which is cold beer.
Oh.
I thought that was interesting.
I like
didn't
it.
know the origin of the word.
No.
No.
Yeah. So chela, I guess, is like a slang term for beer. I don't know if you heard that.
Never.
When you were in Mexico. Okay, cool. Good talk. All right, Sarah, how do we make
Is
it?
it my
This is
turn?
so exciting.
Yes.
This one's really fun, guys.
Yes, and since Rachel finally gave me the opportunity to make a cocktail, I thought I'd like
jeez.
really
All out.
be an overachiever and give you like multiple recipes in one. Because
Typical Sarah. Typical.
Overachiever.
I'm trying. I love a michelada and I love a margarita, and I was like, how am I going to put these two together? I Googled it. There are no recipes on the internet for a michelada margarita. Not saying I came up with it, but I did. So I took my michelada recipe and I took my margarita recipe. I'm like, I'm going to start by just combining the two and seeing what happens. And it was perfect. A couple minor adjustments, which we'll talk about, but it just like went so easily. So
It's so good.
this is like 3 recipes in one, actually. The michelada margarita, obviously. The tequila and lime juice in the front makes like a good base margarita. We eliminated the orange liqueur just because I didn't want any sweetness to the margarita.
We tried it with it, remember?
Yeah,
That was weird.
it was weird. We didn't want the orange flavor. But then all the other ingredients, the tomato, Worcestershire, hot sauce, salt, tahini, and a little bit of lime juice, those are the ratios I use for my michelada when I add a whole beer. So, you know, you can do all kind of fun things. So I have a whole array of glasses, and I'm going to remember to do the rims.
I knew you were.
At the beginning.
She's always showing me up, guys. That's why she's the manager. That's why she's the boss. Yeah. I got the coarse salt. Is that good?
I know, it's good. This
All
will
right.
be really
Oh
good.
my. Okay. It's a mountain of salt, guys. We assumed you had salt. Apologies if you don't. But
We have a whole array of glasses. These are the star of the show
Yes.
glasses. I got these in Mexico. We went to Guanajuato. Pardon my French here. We went, that's where my husband's from. We went a few years ago, found this cute little shop. We got these little shot glasses from them.
yes.
This little couple. The husband is the artist. The wife does all the selling. He's 90, she's 88, and they're still there. We went back in June, so we found these glasses in June. So they're
So
still there 6 years later, and they said they made it through COVID, like no problem, still were able to stay open. So we were super happy to find these. So these are our favorite glasses. All right,
That's awesome. They're so cool.
I love them. And then of course, I brought shot glasses back for everyone.
Sarah does the quick and dirty version over here. Doing
Yeah, it's like you guys
I don't
totally
have time
did it
to waste.
differently.
Well, but look how thick this
No,
salt is.
totally,
It's
yeah.
really sticking nicely.
Yeah.
The fuzz.
Get that out. Get the fuzz out. What's
fuzz?
this? What's the story
This
behind
is
this glass? Who's getting that one?
One year for Christmas, my husband got me a bottle of Patron. Came with these matching little
Oh!
glasses. They look like the agave plant once you
Ah.
cut the leaves off. Isn't it so cute?
Yeah.
Super cute.
Like, does it say Patron on it? It does.
It does.
Yeah,
Underneath
at the bottom,
too,
yeah.
And then this big one is either
Sarah.
this one for me.
I think Big Betty's for you. I decided to call her Big Betty. I don't know why.
This is from my personal stash at home. I used to love getting the Corona Ritas. Has anyone had those? It's a frozen margarita, and then they have these little like clips on the side, and a little Coronita, the little ones. They just stick it right in the top. So that's why I have these glasses. I have 2 of them that I make.
We were going to do that, but then we
Margaritas.
were like, this is going to get complicated. And not
Okay.
everyone has an enormous goblet. So.
Nope, I only have 2. So
See? See?
all right, recipe. So 2 ounces of tequila.
Yes.
And we tried this recipe because both a margarita and I can't see if these non-clear glasses.
Very exact science, people. Unlike cheese.
We tried this recipe because margaritas have lime juice and micheladas have lime juice. And so we tried with just 1 recipe's worth of lime juice because it seemed like a lot of lime and it wasn't enough. So I literally took the 2 recipes and combined them. And that's why there's so much lime juice in these. So I need
here.
2 ounces of lime.
I think you need 2 limes per. That's why you guys
Yeah,
got a
this one's
million
double
limes
lime.
in. So we're going to really...
Do you have any fun facts to share while I'm over here juicing?
This is one I should have shared. Oh my... Look how much...
That was a good one.
Are we just going to hand these back and forth?
Sure.
Okay.
There you go.
Right over the cheese.
I'm just gonna.
Oh, let me say this.
Danny.
Do not
Oh.
use bottled lime juice. Don't-
Why?
Don't
What?
do it.
What kind of lime juice?
Bottled lime juice.
Oh yeah, it's gross.
It's gross.
Yeah,
exactly.
Thank you.
I do want to clarify, though. I do
What?
make an exception for Rose's sweetened lime juice.
That's
because
not
there's
lime
nothing
juice.
like
That's
a
something
gimlet.
different.
I know.
Yeah,
That's
something
different.
Yeah.
It is. That is like that's like comparing grenadine to cherry juice.
Okay, fair
It's
enough.
not the same.
Well, grenadine is actually pomegranate.
Ooh, awkward.
Wasn't that 2 already?
It was. I'm going on to the next one, but I didn't want to drip.
Oh, okay. Don't question the boss, guys.
No.
That's a bad idea. Oh, I need to cut more limes.
Slacking.
That explains when I got the Shirley Temple in Hawaii why it didn't taste like a Shirley Temple here. It tasted like pomegranate because they probably just used regular pomegranate juice.
Yeah.
What else did they add to their grenadine?
I don't know. Okay, guys, I didn't look up grenadine, which was a huge mistake I see now. We should do Shirley Temples next time, like different variations.
A dirty Shirley.
Lorenzo
Yeah.
is all about the Shirley Temples these days.
Yeah, because he's smart.
He's smart.
He just turned 3, right?
I lost count.
Oh boy.
I think one more.
I think one
Okay.
more.
Yes, my son Lorenzo just turned 3 on Wednesday. He's a big boy now. He loves the Shirley Temple. My mother turned him on to those.
They're delicious.
So now she stocks grenadine and the mini Sprites.
Is that what it is? Just grenadine and Sprite?
Yeah.
Nice.
What's in a dirty Shirley? I know
Yeah,
that's
is
like
that
the
vodka
drink
or-
of the summer everyone's saying, but
I don't know. Not vodka. No, I think it's brown. So something like rum? No.
rum is
Whiskey?
white.
No.
Well, you can have brown rum, guys, to be aged.
I think I would like probably rum.
Yeah.
Someone keeping track of this lime juice.
Yeah, like a rum and coke.
No one
That's
is
what I
keeping
think.
track of the lime juice.
I think I just need
Gina,
one
are
more
you
lime's
keeping
worth
track?
in
Okay.
this one. I think this one just needs one more lime.
I was like
lime,
ordering,
that's fine.
guys, I was ordering the limes from Specialty Produce where we order, and I was like, must have 98 limes. And they were like, what is wrong with you?
Because you have to order by weight. You
Yeah,
never know.
it's just like-
you got some lime juice in your water. Sorry.
Oh.
And then, we need,
Delicious.
wait, is that it?
Yeah, because you gave us, we had
Okay, cool.
6 limes, or we had 12 limes for 4 drinks. So we
Cool.
have an extra lime.
Okay.
Math.
Right.
You guys, I'm drunk.
I thought she brought the fan.
Wait, I'm sweating over here.
I know, I
Squeezing
feel
all
so
those
red. My
limes.
cheeks feel
Here,
like
do you need the bar towel?
No.
Okay.
My glasses are fogging.
Okay. All right, we're gonna make it through, guys. How's everyone doing out there? Are we hanging in there?
Jim is already enjoying his michelada.
Wow,
Oh,
he's faster
like,
than
no
we're. No time for this.
Tomato juice. This is 4 ounces.
That's 2
This
ounces.
is 2 ounces. We
so-
need 1 ounce.
Yeah.
So this is very minimal tomato juice. Because who likes tomato juice? Let's be honest.
Well, what else did you nickname this drink, Sarah?
Oh.
Liquid heartburn.
We both suffer from some
You
acid reflux.
I can really only have one michelada and enjoy the rest of my day. So I'm trying to limit the tomato as much as I can.
But feel free to add more if you have it and want it, obviously.
Hot sauce. I like Cholula.
Ooh.
Is this Cholula?
Not too much. Oh, God. Okay, just a dash. Oh.
You have to have it authentic.
Yeah.
I just put a bunch in there. I didn't measure it.
Is this Cholula?
That's
Yes,
a lot.
It is. 2 to 3 dashes, just a smooch. There you go.
Fun fact, don't try to put Cholula in your beer. We tried that last weekend.
Oh my God,
it
yeah, like
exploded
into the
everywhere.
bottle of beer. We were trying to make like a michelada in the bottle,
Yeah,
and
we're
it
like, how can we
exploded
do
everywhere.
this so easily?
Okay,
And
now this is way too much Worcestershire, guys. Don't
Yes.
just a dash.
1
but also
dash,
more if you
2
wanna-
dash,
there you go.
3 dash.
Perfect. Wow, you're doing this very well.
2. If you have a bottle of Worcestershire sauce, it'd be much easier to do it from there.
Yeah, but you're doing really
They
well.
have mini bottles. Like
Add it
that.
to my purse
Yeah.
collection. I also
World
keep
Market.
lemon juice
World
and
Market.
Yeah, we sell the mini salt containers. If you guys haven't seen little mini slide tins, it's so fun.
This is way too much tahini too.
Yeah.
I just want like that
boy.
much.
While you're dipping, a dirty Shirley is with vodka. A Shirley
Oh.
Temple Black is with rum.
Ah,
thank you.
According to the
Now
almighty
we're
Google.
learning.
Mm-hmm.
I also put some salt in the drink. Just a little bit. Like you're gonna get some
You
salt.
put salt in everything, huh?
I am well seasoned. Okay.
Yes, well, see.
As a
I do
person,
not
as
like-
a chef.
I do not like bland drinks. Okay, now ice.
Is there ice still left?
Yeah, it's a little melted.
Ooh. Perfect.
This is great.
I like a michelada on a hot day because you need ice in your drink, and this is like the easiest way to.
Are you gonna always add tequila to it now?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Why not?
am. Okay.
Do we need more?
No, just fishing through the water here.
Oh, okay. We need to get a proper ice cooler. Probably wouldn't have helped. It's hot out.
It really is.
I bet it's hotter in Tucson, though.
This isn't
Sorry.
fake. This isn't fake like movie set sweat. It's real.
We need someone to come in and dab. dab.
Okay, everything was cold though. Like the beer's
Yeah.
cold, the
Yeah, totally.
cold. Okay, now the beer. We tried using a whole beer because that's how I make a michelada, and it was too much per our personal preference, I guess. Like you didn't taste the tequila. It didn't really taste like a margarita. It just tasted like a michelada. That's it. So this is where you get to customize your drink, add just as much beer as you want. I really just want like a little floater of beer.
Totally.
I want this drink to be punchy because it is punchy.
Mm-hmm.
I can use this.
Sarah has a
Wait,
talent
use your
for.
teeth.
Oh, I'm gonna
Do
bend
not.
this. I can't
Yeah,
do it.
don't.
Yeah.
This is also Morgan's. Thank you, Morgan.
You want to use my fan?
Sarah has a talent now. We're like saying this, but she's gonna bend something and
I
break
know.
something for opening bottle caps with like random things. So we'll see.
That's not gonna work.
Use your ring, Sarah.
No.
It's a joke.
Oh
Oh God.
gosh.
You should have planned ahead
I can
for
do
this.
it, I swear.
Don't do this at home, friends. Okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. Isn't it a twist off?
The fan?
No. No.
Mm.
I can do something. I promise. Here,
Oh
go,
God.
this'll work.
Oh God.
I keep one in my purse at all times. So.
No, I got it.
Yeah. Very nice.
When
It
we
was
were
the
in-
pressure.
I was sweating. I know.
When we were in Mexico, you know, it's common to order like a bucket of beer, like 6 beers, but they don't leave you with an opener. So we have this bucket of beer and we're like waiting on our beers. It's a busy weekend and nobody's coming around with an opener. And I have, of course, a bottle of Tylenol in my purse. And so I'm just like opening everyone's beers with my bottle of Tylenol.
Were
in it.
people cheering for you?
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
I didn't know what they were saying.
Sarah.
So I'm adding that much.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Yeah. But add as much as you want.
Yeah. If you want yours less punchy, just add a little more.
Which one's mine?
Spoon.
And less punchy.
Yes, chef.
Less punchy? I want to try it. I want you to try it full
You gotta
punch.
try it. Yeah.
Okay,
We gotta
okay, I
do.
can do that.
I put tahini all over our cheese here, so this is gonna be really fun. See, you want a tahini covered cherry?
Oh.
No, to the pit.
Oh, right. Yeah. We already went over that.
Okay, which one would you like?
You already know which one I would like. Yes, thank you.
Excellent.
Betty.
I'm taking this one.
Pass this along to the
You
boss
know me.
in the
This
back.
one's to the actual boss in the
Ooh,
back
I get
here.
a little.
I haven't been able to use these glasses yet, so I'm so excited.
Ah, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That one like needs a straw. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Woohoo!
Heartburn Central.
Ooh, hello.
What do you think?
It needs more hot sauce.
All right, guys, let's move into our cheeses.
I'm serious. I would love more hot
I'm gonna
sauce.
choke on this. I'm just kidding. It's great. Put more hot. Oh, do we not have any more?
I used it all.
Oh, sorry. Put some hot honey in there.
Oh no, a little more beer.
All right. So the first cheese we chose with this is Cana de Cabra, which is one of Sarah's favorites, right?
Yes.
Just in general.
In general. So it's my go-to when you're trying to pair cheese.
Yeah, we always try it with the different drinks. It is from Spain. It's a goat's milk cheese. It's aged for only 21 days, which is crazy, I think.
Yeah,
Because of
no,
this
yeah.
gloomy rind
But
situation.
it's so firm for only
I
that young.
know. I know. I mean, it continues to age it when they ship it and stuff, but it's not
Yeah.
like in an aging cake for any longer. You need a cracker?
I do, thank
Okay,
you.
cool. Good talk.
Okay.
And they use the milk from Mercian goats, and it has higher butter fat than other goats, so it's like even more creamy, even more decadent.
Mm-hmm.
Does it still go well with the drink?
It does.
Okay.
This is like a younger round two. We've talked about it before that cheese ages from the outside in. So this cheese will sometimes have a thicker cream line. You can see it here. You can hold it up. This outside piece is going to be thicker, but this one is young and not very thick, and so the cheese is not as funky as it could be. It's nice and fresh. That's
It's
how I like
so
it.
This is really good. This is a really
Right?
good pairing. No, for sure.
I mean, it's crazy. It's like, you're like, oh, basically, how do I pair tomato juice with cheese? I was like, this isn't going to work, Sarah.
No.
This is a terrible idea. Just saying all these being negative, all this stuff. And then she's like, let's just try it. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, this is incredible.
Typical
really well.
Sarah.
Sarah's always right.
And I wanted to say that this cheese, a lot of people come in asking for Boucheron or Boucherondin, which is a French cheese, very similar to this, a little bigger in size, but they don't make it anymore. But this cheesemaker he's Spanish and from Spain. He went to France and learned cheese making from the people who did Boucheron and then made it in this style, but in Spain. So we always recommend this to people coming in trying to find that. So it is slightly different, but you know.
The Boucherondin used to, I don't know if it was on purpose or just that's how we got it, but had a much thicker cream line. So aged longer, so a little bit more funk. I do just love the paste of this one, so velvety and nice, and so I like it. I prefer
do you
that.
get a lot of funk on the rind, Christina? Do you eat the rind on this? You don't? Okay. Because I was about to say, I think the rind is actually fairly mild.
Really? Well, let's try it.
No, it is.
Yeah.
It's like, as opposed to Queso Leonora, where the rind is very funky, and I try to avoid, honestly, but...
Yeah. I almost can't even taste
I can
the
taste
difference.
it at all.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
Oh,
No, I
okay.
taste it.
She got it.
Only
That's
because she told you. You're eating it.
No, it has
she's
like,
fine. Is it like bitter?
bitter.
Or
Yeah.
sometimes, yeah. So we thought this went really well together. I don't know. What do you think it is? Like the tanginess, like the butter fat, I think the creaminess really holds up to the tomato juice and the acidity and stuff.
I wanted a lot of acid in the cheese,
Yeah.
personally.
And totally.
I think both of the ones we chose were high acid cheeses, which I think pairs well with the high acid drink.
Fresh goat cheese, cheddars, those are all high acid cheeses. Really nice to pair with high acid wines too. So like Sauvignon Blanc, even like a Chablis, stuff like that. Champagne, with this, with Cana de Cabra, with everything.
I could pair this with some bubbles too.
Yeah. Of course you could, Sarah.
It's delicious.
Honestly, like a splash on top, I don't know.
Bubblies.
Something to experiment with, guys. Try everything. All right, and then let's go into our last cheese. This is the one with the red wax on the end.
This is our wild card. Rachel looked at me like I was crazy.
I did, but I always do that.
But it's really good.
So this is Red Dragon. It is a cheddar from Wales. It has mustard seed and Welsh ale inside. Does it smell like mustard? Just checking in.
I was just thinking like acid and tang and mustard.
Totally,
and
but
like,
it's not crazy
like
at all. Well, you can put like mustard or mustardy elements in a Bloody Mary, in a michelada, right? What? Yes? No? Bad? She's amazing? I know. I was getting there, guys.
She makes beautiful trays. She makes beautiful sandwiches and pairings.
She does it all, guys.
Does it all.
It's just so good.
That is very good.
And then do not eat this rind. This is wax. This, like the rind on manchego, like all that, that's not to be eaten. So it just falls off. You did. Were you like, I ate it?
No.
I know you know. And the cool thing about this is it is, well, first of all, it's aged for 3 months. And then it's called Red Dragon because that's what's on the Welsh flag, is that Red Dragon.
I didn't know that.
The dragon. Yeah. Good stuff.
This is a very good pairing.
Thank you.
Good together? Yeah.
This cup's very heavy.
We
as well.
wanted to, but we forgot.
Yeah.
Rachel forgot.
I forgot.
I haven't been here, so I forgot. There's this girl on Instagram. We saw she was doing a Comté skewer as a garnish for a cocktail.
With like a little cornichon, like a little, oh my god, it's so
cornichon,
cute.
an olive, a nice little wedge of cheese on a toothpick, sitting on the top of your cocktail like you would a Bloody Mary.
Yeah,
You've seen all those
I was gonna
crazy Bloody Marys with like a million different things in it. So it will come up.
I was like, do you want to put a little slider on there and a shrimp? You know those ones where they have like an entire full-size hamburger? And you're like, okay.
Like a cupcake,
chicken finger, lobster claw.
Ooh, lobster
Yes!
Next time. Gina, it's in the budget, right? Caviar, it's fine. It's fine. Let's get it in there. All right. Well, did you guys have a favorite pairing?
Yes, there is.
I like the last two. I like the last two a lot with this.
Okay.
But it could be because I'm already drunk. But it was
All right.
Oh, you put a flower in your
I
drink.
did.
That's cute. Yeah. Good idea.
It's really heavy.
That's what
You're doing great. You're working out. I actually like the Quebec and the passion fruit. And then the Cana de Cabra and this. Those are my two favorites.
I'm sure the Cana de Cabra would be good with the passion fruit cocktail if you still have any.
That's true. Oh,
a
and
little
this is
bit.
pepper jelly that we
We're
love.
gonna try it.
With the Cana de Cabra,
Okay.
maybe, or the
Yeah.
Quebec, I don't know.
That sounds good.
Did people have favorites, or just...
I've just put it out there.
All right.
But I know we've got a lot of favorites for the Quebec. So let's give it another
I mean,
minute.
it's great.
I know.
You know what I mean?
That's why it's my favorite cheddar and why it should be yours.
I'm wondering if people put like all the hot sauce in or all the Worcestershire and they're like regretting it or they're happy about it or what's going on, you know? It's such a variable cocktail. Like you can change it to how you want it.
I want more hot sauce.
I'm sorry, Sarah. We have more hot
Yeah,
sauce
me
in the
too.
shop. Really?
Yeah.
What's happening?
I have plenty more Worcestershire
I need to
sauce.
ask for some days off from work.
Annie loves Cana de Cabra with the michelada.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. So good. What should we do next? Like for our next cocktail thing in a few months?
The Bloody Marys with the hamburger.
I mean, I don't want to wait until fall.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, fall would be fun,
Oh,
but I
have
don't
a
want
great
to wait
fall
that long.
cocktail.
The one you had at my bachelorette party with the charred rosemary.
Yeah.
Can we drink it out of the little bag?
Yeah, no. We're going to char some rosemary, guys, for some fall flavors with spiced pear liqueur. It's going to be great.
So good. Yeah, any suggestions for next class, too? I think we could fit in another one before we do fall, because we're not going to do winter. Well, December. We're off the planet for December time, but...
Don't bother us in December,
Don't
guys.
talk to us.
Don't talk to us. If you have an event in April, you know what? Don't contact us in December. I'm just kidding. We're happy to talk to you and help you at any time. All right, guys.
We talked about doing a martini class.
Oh yeah, I wonder if people would be interested in that. Martinis are very strong. What do you think about that as like a non?
What type of martini?
I don't know. I mean, we'd
A
have to.
gin martini?
Oh, I love gin. Gin's like a.
Sarah gives me a
ultra-
headache, guys. A martini is a gin martini. You don't have to specify.
Oh,
if you want a
really?
vodka martini, it's a vodka martini.
TikTok taught me something else.
Who are you gonna believe? We're gonna fight after this. I'm just kidding. We love each other. Okay, martinis is I mean, do you think have we ever done like coffee and cheese pairings, like espresso martini?
A
Would
long
that be
time ago.
insane?
Yeah.
Did things pair well with that?
Yeah. I think we could do
That'd be
coffee
fun, you know?
cocktails and cheese.
Yeah.
Oh my
You could
god.
have coffee any time of year, any
Yeah.
time of day.
Guys, anything can pair with cheese. If this class is hot as anything,
Mm-hmm.
that's what
Question
taught
for you,
us.
Rachel. What tequila did you use?
Oh yeah,
Oh, it's the Calzadores. I think that's what it's called.
I've used that one.
Yeah.
Cows.
I think it's
C-A-L?
Calzadores.
DORES. CALZADORES.
And now hit music.
Yep. Did great.
We have thumbs up. We've got martini glasses for martinis. So
Okay,
yes.
Yeah,
great.
okay.
Great. Good news. It's on. And then we have some events coming up too.
Yeah.
Record Winery, which is downtown, right? Is doing a class. Dawn is teaching that one. It's going to be great. It's like a 3x3 pairing. You're going to taste some awesome wine, some awesome cheeses. Is that on Bastille Day? Is that on July 14th?
Oh.
No. That.
Yes.
No.
It
that's
is. Record wines. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's on our website,
Don't quote
guys.
us.
Yeah. Don't
It's
quote
coming
us
up.
on the
No,
on the
I
date.
think it is the 14th.
It is the
Yeah.
14th.
And then Benismo North Park is doing a Russian River Valley beer and cheese.
Oh, I wish I could go to that
Flying
one
in
so
the
bad. It would
Elder.
be out of the
I know, I've heard of that. Never
Fine.
had it.
What? You
Sorry.
gotta go to it. That's
I'm
gonna be a really
probably
cool class,
working.
guys. So you gotta go down and do that. And then we have a Kensington Brewery class coming up at the end of the month, pairing some really cool beer. They're doing some really cool stuff down there, really cool beers with some cool cheeses. That's in Kensington. So,
Yeah.
is that what we got? Did we do it?
Yeah, I think we're ready to keep drinking.
Guys, thank you so much
I'm
for
not ready to
joining
go
us.
home.
We have so much fun. Pairing these interesting things with cheese is so fun. So thank you for everything. We appreciate you.
And thanks for signing up so quick. I mean, this was kind of a last minute
was.
class. We're like, can we do it? We've got 8 days to sell tickets. And how many did we sell? 18? 16?
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, so.
Thanks to Annie Johnson, who used to work with us as a fellow cheesemonger. I know her and her
Forcing
friends
all of
are
her
out
friends.
there at her friend Kelly's house. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks, everyone. Cheers.
Guys.
Here we go.
Chug, 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 chug.